In this session, we will continue to style our Rails blog with Bootstrap. We will convert the links in the navigation bar to embedded Ruby syntax, and we will create image tags. We will also edit the created @times format so it looks better. I will still be using Firefox since I find that it implements the CSS changes more quickly than Chrome, but you can use whatever browser you want to. But let's get started again. Alrighty?
Wagon and we call it a woody. Surf City, here we come. You know it's not very cherry, it's a goldie but a goodie. Surf City, here we come.
The last thing we did in the previous session was to style the search form and button so it matched the add comment form. Let's continue editing the navigation bar, and let's go and change the title text and the navigation links. Okay, so go back to your text editor and go to the navigation partial file. Alright, to the navigation partial file. And up here where it says fixed navbar, change this text to the title of your blog. So whatever title you gave your blog, type it in. I'm typing Barbie Tech Fabulous. When you've done this, go down to the list section, and in the first li tag, delete where it says active. In the next li tag, go and replace link with blog. And in the last li tag, replace disabled with about, and delete the disabled class. Save everything and go back to the browser and refresh. Alright, cool. All looks fine here. I have a new title and it says about blog and about. We will now convert the HTML link to Ruby code. But since we already have created links when we did several of the other buttons, we can use this code and just copying it. So go back to the text editor. In the articles folder, open the show.html.erb file, and then copy the code for the home link or the home button. Copy all this code, and then go back to the partial file, and paste everything in where it says home and the span tags. Delete this class, and go and copy the navlink class. So over here where it says class equals navlink, copy all that. Perfect. Okay. Then delete the opening and closing a tags, and after where it says path, type comma and paste in the navlink class. Replace the equal sign with a colon, save it, and go back to the browser and refresh. Okay, click on the home link. Great. Okay, so that button works. Let's go back and do the same procedure for the following link. Then go to the show page and copy the backlink button. All this code here. Go back to the navigation partial, and where it says blog, paste in the code you just copied. Go and change back text to blog and copy the navlink class. Delete the opening and closing a tags. Delete the button class and paste in the navlink class, and again replace the equal sign with a colon. Save everything, go back to the browser and refresh. Alright, click on the blog link. Perfect, everything works great. Okay, now since we don't have an about page yet, I will wait with styling this link until we have created that page. Okay, let's go and change the overall background color on all pages, which is done in the application.scss file. So go to this file, application.scss, and under here within the body class, give it a background color of a color that matches your color scheme. I will give it a background color of FFDDEE. Save everything, go back to the browser and refresh. Cool, so now we have changed the background color. Click on the home link in the navigation bar. We will now style the top banner that you saw when we first looked at this Bootstrap theme, which is called Jumbotron. Go back to the text editor, and I'm closing all the files here except the application.scss file. Okay. Go to the welcome folder and open up the index.html.erb. And under here where the call-md-7, open up a div tag and give it a class of Jumbotron. Jumbutron. Okay. And down here, copy this closing div tag and paste it in above, and change the comment text to Jumbotron, so we can keep track on our opening and closing div tags. Go to the application.scss, and below the light button, type .jumbotron curly brackets, but leave it empty for now. Go back to the browser and refresh. Alrighty, we are refreshing. Okay, this is the default color, but let's change that, and also let's move up its position a little bit. So go back to the home page file, the index.html.erb. There we go, and change the padding top 20%, change that to 10%. Then go to the application style sheet, and in here change the background color to white, so FF. And then go back to the browser and refresh. Okay, refresh. Alright, so that looks actually good. Okay, this button doesn't match now the color of the navigation bar, so let's go and change that. Open the navigation.scss file if you don't have it open, and copy this color code. Then go and open the welcome.scss file if you don't have it open, and paste it in for the background color of the welcome button. Let's also change the hovering effect. So I will change the hovering background to FF and 25 and 70. Go back to the browser and refresh. Refreshing. Okay, so now this matches the navigation bar, and the hovering effect is good defined. Go to or click on the hovering button. Let's now style this table with some good predefined Bootstrap properties. Alright, so let's continue and do that. Back in your text editor, go to Views, Articles, and open up index.html.erb. After where it says table-hover, type table-striped. Then save everything and go to your browser and refresh. This class has given all odd rows a different shade, as you can see. Okay, go back to the text editor again, and after this class, type table-responsive-xs, extra small xs. Save everything and go back to the browser. This makes the table responsive down to approximately a large mobile window or small tablet, so you can narrow your window and test it. But in a smaller window, we will have a horizontal scroll bar occurring instead. Okay, expand the window and go back to your text editor. Now after here, type table dash danger. This will give it a pinkish background color for the table. Save everything and refresh. Okay, good. So now we have a little background color, but let's make the table header darker. So back to your text editor and go to the application.scss, and here where it says th, change it to 553344. I will do it. Okay. Also, let's change the font color to white so it stands out against the darker background. Go to the browser and refresh. Cool. All right. Now click on the home link so you get to the home page. We will now add an image above the Jumbotron banner. So you will be needing an image, and it needs to be about 3 times as wide as its height. That's a good banner dimension. But first, let's go back to the text editor. And I'm closing a few files here. You don't have to, but I like to have it clean here. Now go to your welcome folder and open up the index.html.erb. And now I will just go and grab an image in a folder that I made, which I call banner.jpg. When you have an image, go to your Rails blogs, click on the app folder, click on the assets folder, click on the image folder, and here paste in your image. And then go back to your text editor. So in this welcome index file, under where it says call-md-7, open up the Ruby syntax and then type image_tag. And then within single quotation, type in the name of your image. So I type banner.jpg. Let's give this image a slightly responsive width. So comma, style, colon, and then quotation, and then type width, colon, 100%. As you notice, we don't need to define the exact path of the image. You have. Go back to the browser and refresh. Hopefully we see the image. Good. All right, I see mine. If you don't see yours, go back and check your syntax. Okay, let's move it a little higher up the page though. Go back to your text editor, and I will change the 10% to about 6%. Refresh. Okay, maybe too high. I will change it to 8%. Go back to the browser and refresh. All right, okay. So I'm happy with that. All right, so go to your list of articles. So click on blog and then click on a show link. All right, let's style the titles here on the pages so it makes it look a little better. So go back to the text editor, and in the articles folder, open up the show.html.erb. And here, first, let's change this to capital letters. So instead of lowercase, make sure it's capital letters, and give it a break tag afterwards. And then here where it says text, let's change that to article, also with capital letters, and give it a break tag. And actually, I changed my mind a little bit here. Instead of break tags and stuff, let's give this a header tag. I would give this an h2 header tag for the title. Get rid of the break tag, and here by the article you just typed, give that an h3 tag, header tag, and delete the break tag. And around here where it says @article.title, put in a strong tag here to give the title an emphasis. Save it and go to the browser and refresh. All right, that looks actually nice. Let's make the add comment title smaller. So go to the text editor and then click on the comments folder and open up the form partial. And here just changed it to an H4 tag. Save it, refresh. Good, so that looks actually nice, a little smaller. Let's add an image at the top of each page. In a couple of episodes from now, you will learn how to add an image by uploading them to a database and then calling them with something like @article.pic maybe. Just as you have below, you have something at article.title to call the title on that specific article. But that involves doing the migration, if you remember. So let's first just do this the simple way. So in here, let's do the image tag, image_tag, and let's replace the @article.pic with single quotation and then type in the name of your banner image. So I type banner.jpg. Okay, and then do a comma and let's style, give it the width of 100%. So style, quotation, width, 100%. Okay, go back to the browser now and refresh. Okay, good. So that looks good. Let's also check another article. I've done some editing here, so it's just going to be flipping quickly. But let's just go and check another article. There. So that looks nice. All right. Now, let's style the date format so it looks a little better. So go back to the text editor, and where it says @article.created@, type dot, then strf time, and then parentheses, and within the parentheses do single quotation mark, and then type %A space %-B space %-D comma %Y. Save it, and let's go and check that in the browser and see if it makes sense for you. There. So the first was the day of the week, the second was month, day of the month, and then comma year. Let's style a little bit more. Let's give it a capital A here now. Back to the browser, refresh. Oh, so now you see from little lowercase to capital A spelled out the whole day of the week. Here, let's give it a pipe sign and let's put in the time. So %L space %, M space %, little p. That's going to give it an AM or a PM. Save it, then go back to the browser, refresh. Good. All right. So now we have, oh, I was up late, 3:45 a.m. when I did that. All right, let's put a dot between the hour and minutes. So back to the text editor. So between the %L and %M, let's put a dot there. And I think I need a space. I think otherwise it reads as L dot. I'm not sure about that. Go and refresh. Okay, that's put in the space actually. So go back to the text editor and we will get rid of that space. So let's get rid of it. There, save it. And refresh. Cool. All right. I thought it would maybe read it as one sentence, but it didn't. Let's go check another article and see how that looks. So check another article. I would click another show link. All right. So this was Tuesday, September 11th, 7:55 p.m. Okay. All right. I will leave this one as an exercise for you to do, but remember that this is in the comments file and in the comments folder within the comments partial. That's where you have that. But I'd like you to do a little exercise for yourself and change that date. Okay? So anyhow, I will stop here for this time and we will do one more Bootstrap video And there in that video I will make a oh my goodness, spaced out here. We will do custom footer. All right, and then we will commit everything within the git commit. We haven't done that for a couple of videos now. So until then, I see you soon. Take care. Have fun. Bye bye.
But it still gets me where I want.